Evening YouTube, and welcome to Volume 3 of Teatime Technicals. I know, time is flying. Can't believe we're on the third volume already. So we'll have a quick recap of the positions I looked at yesterday, and we'll see if there's any opportunities that are presenting themselves. So let's get straight into it. And the Aussie CAD was filled during the night or early hours in the morning, but we did get stopped out for I think it was 35 pips in total. What happened was the position did get filled, but the spread, I think, filled the order 10 pips further up than I had placed the order, so I had to increase the position sizes. I adjusted that, which I posted up here. But yeah, we got stopped out. I think I probably should have paid more attention. We just go to Aussie CAD, you can see price just pushed up, spiked literally within half a pip of target one. But again, where the price it gapped up, spread took me out. What I maybe should have paid more attention to was the daily close. Now, when I was looking at the chart yesterday, I did notice that we were sort of in and around respecting the 8 EMA. And again, we have, we're still very bearish on this pair. So, lesson learned, maybe look for some other confluences. But, it was a valid setup by the rules that I've set myself. And even at the moment, even with the 6 trades that have been filled, we are still under less than 1% down. So, the risk management side is sort of showing itself, which is great because that's what we want. It's the, as I mentioned, set and forget. You're not worried about it. These things are going to happen. You're not going to win every trade, although we would like to. So we'll take a look at the opportunities that we have this evening. I did cancel the Euro USD sell stop just because price has pushed higher than what I feel is, keeping that setup I looked at valid. So Aussie CAD, I think for the time being is still a bit too choppy. Not really sure what we're doing, if this is just going to be a bit of a deeper pullback compared to a lower drop. It is sort of creating a bit of a flag. We are currently up into previous structure, but I'll wait and see. At the moment there's nothing on here that is suggesting there's a good opportunity. So Euro USD was just, you can see price just pushed higher. Price did have a go and push down. Glad it didn't fill the order, but obviously there is this very bullish engulfing candle. Now on the hour chart, this candle's not due to close for another hour. It's a bit 6 o'clock, we'll come to 5 o'clock now, but as you can see we've had a bit of bullish action. I'm not sure if that was news. I know certainly the pound USD and pound yen have also seen some more sudden movements to the upside. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart and see what is going on. So again, we still have a sort of head and shoulders pattern forming, so I don't know if this is just a deeper pullback before we see more downside, because at the beginning of the week I've sort of had a bit of a bearish outlook, but looking at the daily there is potential here for a sort of head and shoulders on the daily. So could this be just a small pullback in a bigger push to the highs up here and a test to the EMA? I'm not sure. So at the moment certainly things have changed more bullish compared to what I've been looking at. So price has sort of created a double bottom here. We've pushed up, we could have a pullback a bit deeper, but price currently is respecting previous resistance as support, and we are now above the 200 EMA. So there is a potential setup here. The EMAs have crossed. We're seeing rejection, we've got structure, so that'll be interesting to see. Pound, I mean, look at that, pound USD. Just to give you an idea of how much that's moved. So in the last, what was that? That was at 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock, 150 pips. 150 pips, what a move. And again, price has been pushing down. So there is potential that if this momentum continues, we could retest these highs. Again, there is a break, retest. We'd be looking for continuation past these highs. So there, that's you know, let's look at the 4 hour. It's just the risk, really. Again, it's more of a deeper pullback on the 4 hour. I think there might be more downside to come, but again, it will be interesting to see how this 4 hour candle closes, just because look what happened last time. We had a massive surge upward, people thinking, you know, look, we've closed above the 200, price is going up, and then, you know, we've dropped from the highest point down. We dropped nearly, you know, what's that, 260 pips, give or take. And same with the pound yen. I mean, it's certainly volatile. So the pound yen moved nearly 200 pips, which means for any setups, we are above the 200 EMA. We are pushing up. I mean, the USD, we're still below the, well, actually that's a 4 hour, I do apologise. On the hour, you know, we've got a bit of confluence there, you know, EMA, if the, I don't know is the honest answer for that one. It's a lot of risk, to be fair, because we're trying to make sure that whatever we're taking, we would ideally like to have a good trade, a good risk reward, but to have this trade, let's just take a quick look. So we've got the highest point here, 9.7, so we're going to be looking at a round number of 45. So 145 is sort of the where you'd be entering. Okay, and the price that's pushed down, so we're looking at 4.3, so we're going to 5.7, 4.3, 5.7s for the stop. So already you can tell you'd be looking at, if we were right of course, that's a good 143 pips. That is just massive. I would not want to get involved with this, just because it could be a fake out. We could just see price drop. I would need some more confirmation. If this was me last year, 6 months ago, I'd be going, you know what, I probably would have jumped on that and tried to ride it, and you know what would happen? I probably got spiked out. Let's just have a little look. What's happened so far? I mean, where did that push up? So was that 618? 786. Again, the pound USD, pound yen, it could be valid, it could be very good, but it's just the risk profile is too big and it's too sudden. I would certainly want to wait until we have something on the 4 hour confirming a close above. I mean, really, what close above these highs? Because what we've still got is we're creating, in the bigger picture of things, we're still creating, you got your lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You've had your 1, 2, 3 move there. What's that? So, for those that do believe in sort of ABC movements or Elliott wave, you could have, what was that? Was that a 382? That looks like a 382. Just about. And then the inversion of that is at 127 we're going to see. Oh no, 1618 is there. So, you know, that is a good standard 1, 2, 3 move, which could then mean downside. So that could be your impulse, your pullback, and then continuation down. So, long and short, pound USD, goodbye. Pound yen, as much as I love the volatility, it just is over 1%. So that leaves us with the two euro pairs. So Euro USD, I'm liking the look of that. It's not as volatile. It still have similar, you know, similar movements to the pound USD, but it's slightly different. Let's have a look here. So you'd be looking at, what's that, 37 or 43. 43. We go down here. 202. So we're looking at about 40 pip risk. 40 pip risk. Euro Oz. What we got here? 3 pips. So that's 20. So that is 6201. So that's 4. We'll go here. Just getting these 3 pips. I mean, to be honest, still a bit rangy. Slowly, but you know, it's pushing. Is that a double top? Who knows? But clearly it's a bit more bullish than the Euro USD at the moment. Because again, what we've got here is structure. It's similar. You know, let's have a little look and see where the targets would take us. So we would want, let's just get a couple of long position ideas just queued up, and we'll take a look. And we will see. So 3 pips above the high. So 1640, so we go 43, weren't we? So 43 for the entry. And then we are looking at 1603 for the stop, 1603. Okay, just getting it as close as we can. So that's 40 pips, 40 pips, which means 1643. 1643. We know we got 40 and we got 80 to give us the 2-to-1 on the second position, which again still falls within the under 1% risk per trade profile, and you know, that would give us a nice retest of these highs, which on the 4-hour, would that give you sort of a sort of double top there, back into structure? We're above the 200 EMA. I like the look of this, to be honest. It's a better risk reward than the Euro Oz. And it's been able to change our bias as well. Euro Oz, let's just get down here. And again, price did close above that high. Pullback, could be a continuation. And this whole thing is trend continuation. So what we're looking for is signs that, you know, the trend will continue. So let's just get this figured out as well. We'll see what we've got. So we want entries at 16204. 16204. We want stops 3 pips below 46. 61, 46. So that gives us total risk of 58 pips. 58 pips. Okay. And just clone you. Just get this. 04, wasn't it? 04. So 100 and what's that? Target 1 will be 100 and take 4 pips off, 116. He says, but no, on 116 pips. So as you can see, a bit of a bigger trade. Let's just go out to the 4-hour, the daily, just to see what that does. Well, okay. So that would be pushing these highs up here. So there's potential it could go higher because we are testing these tops. And you know, I watched a video the other day where it was sort of saying sometimes when you feel price can't go higher, guess what it does? It goes higher and it catches a lot of people out. All I'm looking at is what the setup is. So the setup is showing me prices currently respecting the 8 EMA. We closed higher above this high, prices pulled back, and now it's giving me a signal that this is a good trade. We're above the 200 EMA, it's fanned out. So I am happy with the risk profile for both of these trades. This trade will be, I think, just over 1%, but it's a valid setup, and given that the lot sizes are as small as they are and it's just over 1%, it's not as big a risk as the pound USD or pound yen, so I'm happy with that. So what I will do is I will set these orders. Ta-da! There we go, order set. So we can now, again, that's 5:15. Like I said, it's a lot less stressful having this approach, I must admit, because as I said, for the last 3 years I've not had a very structured approach, I would say, to trading. It's always been a bit of a white knuckle ride. I've never traded at the same time consistently, or had a consistent approach or a setup to look at, and certainly never really correctly managed the risk. I've had some good trades and some big swing trades, but again, if they were to go against me, if they hadn't have panned out, or you know, when they have gone wrong, it's undone many good trades that I've had before, and it does knock you down a peg or two. So that's all she wrote for the time being. We will see if these orders get filled. We will come back tomorrow. I will post these ideas up on TradingView and on Twitter as well. And for the meantime, that's all we're going to look at. So this week on Friday, obviously we're at Wednesday already, Friday is NFP, and this is almost why I kind of enjoy only looking at the charts after I come home from work. If I was looking at these trades, or at 3 o'clock, if I was checking the charts and saw the spike that happened on the pound USD or the pound yen, and I know a few years ago I would have felt sick, I'm missing a trade. You know, today, effectively, I got stopped out. When did I post that? That was 9 hours ago. So first, you know, that time, I don't know if that's correct or if it's wrong, but that was, you know, all day I've not been in a trade. We've come home. I was looking on my FX book because I've discovered I can view the charts just to see if the positions would go on and continue. But it's a nice feeling not having to worry about trades during the day. It's not distracting. So enough of me waffling on. We will get these ideas posted. I will upload this video, and we will catch up tomorrow for volume 4, and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, any updates will be on my Twitter account, One Step FX, and we'll catch up tomorrow.